So you think DeVoe and his wife are supervillains?
Who are you, really? I was born on the same evening you were. I know every answer to every question ever asked.
Your body's deteriorating faster than the chair can handle.
It will survive long enough.
I'm being framed for something that I didn't do.
He stood among us, a wolf in sheep's clothing.
This is the only way. Tell everyone you're the Flash.
If everyone knew my secret, we would never be able to stop running.
Happy holidays, everyone. There's a whole bunch of DC TV that just dropped, so I figured I'd do a video. I know a lot of you have been requesting Young Justice, so that's also part of this too. There's also a new round of the Flash Ring giveaway. All you have to do to enter is just be a subscriber and leave a DC-related comment on the video. So we'll start with the Flash stuff, then I'll talk about Legion of Superheroes Brainiac introduction, then I'll talk about Batman Beyond on Young Justice. We got a little more information about how the trial of the Flash is going to play out because, like the trailer lets you know, he tries to be the Flash while this is going on and it totally doesn't work. We know he trades the Flash costume for that prison jumpsuit in Iron Heights, so he can't be the Flash and be sitting in prison at the same time without breaking the law. Sure, he could phase right through the wall, no big deal, but he'd have to blur his face continually to keep cameras and people from recognizing him. But the synopsis for the episode teases that Iris and Joe must decide how far they're willing to go to keep Barry out of prison, meaning that Joe is probably going to cross the line like he was ready to kill DeVoe sitting in his chair in his house as an intruder if it meant rescuing Barry. So earlier this season, they teased the idea of Joe crossing the line. You may remember me talking about that before episode 7, because that was when they laid all the cards on the table. Before that, the producers had teased that Joe would have his own battle with the Thinker that would be different from Barry. So Barry has a little more of a literal fight, like he fights the villains each season. Joe versus the Thinker is more of him being backed into a corner where he's willing to doctor evidence to get Barry off because they can't do it the legit way. But I don't think that they're going to turn Joe into a criminal just to get Barry off, so they'll take him right to that line. He'll probably struggle with that idea. But let me know in the comments, how crazy do you think that Joe's going to go trying to protect Cecile and his future baby along with his other child, Barry? But I think we're all just wondering when Cecile's baby is going to become relevant to the Thinker story arc, because right now, it's like you have all this Thinker stuff going on, the trial of the Flash, Barry's been framed, and then you also have Cecile, who's pregnant with a baby. She has been in no way threatened by the Thinker. He hasn't made any comments to Joe that lets us know that he knows Cecile is pregnant. So right now, those are like two completely unrelated things. By the end of the season, they have to bring those together.
We're gonna need more diapers.
The big thing with Legion of Superheroes, a lot of you may have started watching Supergirl since they started teasing this storyline. Maybe you're not watching, but you're just curious about the Legion.
People are dying. I have to wake up.
What's happening in the next episode of Supergirl is that they're introducing Brainiac 5, which is a pretty big deal. They did a version of him, played by James Marsters on Smallville. He's going to help rescue Supergirl, who Rain beat into a coma in the mid-season finale. So if you didn't see it, Supergirl got her ass beat, so that's why they need to roll Brainiac out. So presumably, he'll be on for the rest of the season, and he might wind up being a love interest because this is what the actor looks like. And love triangles are kind of the thing that they do on Supergirl, so we'll see who the next Legion character they introduce after Brainiac is. But right now, they already have 3, including Mon-El. They haven't said what his backstory is going to be on the TV show because at various times they've retconned things. So originally, he was descended from Brainiac 2, so Brainiac was sort of like his grandfather in a sense. But then later, more recently as the New 52, he's more of a clone of Brainiac 1, the evil version of Brainiac. So either way, he winds up working with the Legion of Superheroes. He has super intellect in that he's sort of a human calculator compared to the other people of the 31st century. Remember that funny reverse Flash line where he says, "In the future, I'm a genius. How smart do you think that makes me here?" It's the same thing for Brainiac 5, but he develops this special computer called Computo. They might work up to that on the TV show, but he also creates a time sphere that he uses for time travel. That might be how they wind up getting the Legion back to the future when they eventually leave Supergirl, because I don't think they're going to stay on the show for forever. But whatever they end up doing, I'll do an Easter egg video for it, so no worries. So getting into Batman Beyond, I know you're all wondering about Young Justice Season 3 stuff. When's it going to drop? When are we going to see a trailer? The producers have been very active on social media answering fans' questions and also teasing them like, oh, maybe we're going to do this. So people are asking about characters that they might be able to do in the future. The question of Terry McGinnis, Batman Beyond came up, like would he cameo?
Way ahead of you. Batmobile. Ignition. Sorry, pal, but you're history. Who sent that thing?
It didn't say. Whoever it was, they didn't stop at one.
Seven against two. Pretty bad odds.
For them.
And the producers were like, yeah, we could totally do that. You just have to watch and see. You'll have to support the show. So if you were wondering how to do that, here's the deal. It's on the DC streaming service. They haven't said how much that's going to cost. It's basically DC's version of Netflix. Like Disney has their own streaming service they're developing that they're going to put all the Marvel, all the Disney, all the Pixar stuff on. So everybody has their own version of that, but they haven't released a lot of information about when it's coming out. It'll probably be cheaper than Netflix, and it's going to have Titans. So like you sign up for it, you pay that monthly fee, you'll get a bunch of new shows, including a new Harley Quinn animated show. But beyond that, they didn't clarify if they were going to do Terry McGinnis, how they would incorporate him because he's from the future. So there'd have to be some sort of time travel involved for Batman Beyond to be Batman during the events of Young Justice Season 3 or Season 4.
Stand ready.
So just stay tuned for that. They'll probably release a teaser or at least an animatic in the next couple of months. They said they haven't finished animating any of the episodes yet, but remember, it takes about a year to get animation out, so they probably recorded most of the dialogue with the actors. There are 26 episodes total, so what I'm expecting is that they'll either launch the series in the summer or sometime in the fall, but I'm expecting it around the summer because that's when a lot of animated series drop, just because most of their target audience will be on break from school, so they'll have the free time to support the show. So just let me know in the comments below, which other characters beyond Terry McGinnis do you want them to bring on to Young Justice Season 3, beyond the ones that they've already announced, and there are a ton of characters. Since it's the holidays, be sure to leave all your requests for bonus videos in the comments below, but congratulations to the giveaway winner from my last video, Robert Ricardo. Please private message me so I can get your contact details. I'll name a new winner when I post new Flash. Click here for all my Wally West Titans Easter eggs, and because it's Stanley's birthday, click here to watch every single one of his movie cameos. Thank you so much for watching. Everybody stay awesome. I'll see you guys tonight.